Hello, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn to avoid some important mistakes with articles. So let's get started. First, this is not correct.
What is this? In the US, we call it trash can. In the UK, it's just a bin.
I cannot say, in the US we call it trash can. Why not? Because trash can is a countable noun. I can have one trash can and two trash cans. And we're speaking about it in general. So we say we have to use the article a trash can. It's correct to say in the US we call it a trash can. Not we call it trash can. We have to say a trash can, one in general. That's the idea. Can I say the trash can? Sure you can, if you're talking about the specific one. Example, where is the trash can? In this case we say the. Where is the trash can? And the answer is the trash can is in the kitchen. But if I say do you have, this is one in general. Do you have a trash can? Yes, I have a trash can. Where is the trash can? The trash can's in the kitchen. Let's practice. Do you have a trash can? That's right, I have a trash can. And where is the trash can? That's right, the trash can is in the kitchen. This is also not correct.
And what is this? In the UK, it's a hob. In America, it's called a stove top.
I cannot say, in UK, it's a hob. Why not? Because when I talk about the country United Kingdom, we have to use an article. We have to say the United Kingdom. Or with the abbreviation, the UK. We have to use the article the. I cannot say in UK. I have to say in the UK. Example, where is Wales? Wales is in the UK. Let's practice. Where is Wales? That's right, Wales is in the UK. Wales is in the United Kingdom. This is also not correct.
What about this? In the UK, it's cling film. In the US, it's plastic food wrap or plastic wrap.
I cannot say in UK, it's cling film. Again, we have to say the. In the UK, it's cling film. Because the country, the United Kingdom or the UK, we have to use the article the. Now let's talk about why. With most countries, we don't use the article the. I don't say the Canada or the Mexico. It's just Canada or Mexico. But the United States, we say the United States. The US, the USA, any form you choose, you have to use the article the. What if I say America? No, the America. America is a proper noun. With proper nouns, we do not use the article the. So if you say Canada, no, the Canada. If you say America, you cannot say the America. If you say Mexico, you cannot say the Mexico. These are examples of proper nouns. Do not use the article the. But when I say the United States, states is a common noun. That is the reason we say the United States. The United Kingdom. Kingdom is a common noun. That is the reason we say the. The United States, the UK. We need the article the in these cases. States, kingdom, these are common nouns. Example, there are 50 states in the US. Let's practice. How many states are in the US? That's right, there are 50 states in the US. Another situation where we have to use the article, talking about countries, is if it includes of. For example, the Republic of China. And again, republic is a common noun. We need the article the Republic of China. Example, the Republic of China is a large country. Let's practice. Is the Republic of China a small country or a large country? That's right, the Republic of China is a large country. Another situation where we have to say the is if you have islands and you have an S at the end. For example, the Bahamas. We need the article the in this case because it's like saying the Bahama Islands. Island is a common noun. This is the reason. So we say the Bahamas. You don't have to say islands. You can just say the Bahamas. Or the Philippines. Again, it's the Philippine Islands. But you don't say islands. You don't have to anyway. You can just say the Philippines. But we need the article the in this case too. You're talking about islands. That's the idea. Example, the Bahamas are in the Caribbean Sea. That's right, we need the action are. I can't say the Bahamas is because it's a plural. I need are. The Bahamas are in the Caribbean Sea. Let's practice. Where are the Bahamas? Are the Bahamas in the Caribbean Sea? That's right, the Bahamas are in the Caribbean Sea. Pronunciation, Bahamas. Use the sound like hello and house. Bahamas. And the Philippines. The Philippines are in Southeast Asia. So we see when we talk about continents, Asia, Africa, no the. These are proper nouns also. So in Southeast Asia. The Philippines are in Southeast Asia. Let's practice. Where are the Philippines? Are the Philippines in Southeast Asia? That's right, the Philippines are in Southeast Asia. So remember these special countries. We have to use the UK, the US, the USA, the Republic of China, the Philippines, and the Bahamas. We have to use the article the. But with most countries, we don't. Most countries are proper nouns. Like Canada, America, Mexico, no the. So keep watching to learn to avoid more mistakes with articles. So remember, when talking about your symptoms, in English we use the article a. For example, I have a headache. I have a cough. I have a runny nose. Remember to use a before symptoms. It's not correct to say,
It's just you have a runny nose.
So you say, I have a fever. When you have a fever, you take your temperature. It's not correct to say,
Let me measure your temperature.
So remember, when you have a fever, you take your temperature. So we say measure the temperature only when we're talking about air temperature. When you're talking about the human body, we always say take. Take your temperature. I think I have a fever. I need to take my temperature. Remember these two important words, cold and flu. If you talk about cold, we say a cold. I have a cold. If you say common cold, we say a common cold. But if you say flu, we say the flu. I have the flu. I need some medicine because I have the flu. Or I need some medicine because I have a cold. It's not correct to say,
It could be caused by flu, or it could be just common cold. Common cold is what you have.
So remember, a cold or the flu. The doctor calls the pharmacy. The doctor calls in the prescription and you pick it up. You pick up your prescription at the pharmacy. We don't say collect your prescription. We say pick up. So I need to pick up my prescription or I need to pick it up. Remember, we don't say,
I've sent them the prescription. You can collect it right away.
We say pick up your prescription or pick it up. Also, avoid using this phrase.
So common cold is when you just feel slightly unwell.
That's right. We don't say unwell. We say I feel sick or I'm not feeling well. So in America, we don't use unwell. We say I'm sick, I'm feeling sick, or I'm not feeling well. Let's practice. Does he have a runny nose?
Yes, he has a runny nose.
Does he have a runny nose? That's right, he has a runny nose. Does she have a headache?
Yes, she has a headache.
Does she have a headache? That's right, she has a headache. Let's practice. Does he have a cold?
Yes, he has a cold.
Does he have a cold? That's right, he has a cold. Let's practice. Does he have the flu?
Yes, he has the flu.
Does he have the flu? That's right, he has the flu. Let's practice. So, he has a fever. Does he need to take his temperature?
Yes, he needs to take his temperature.
He has a fever. Does he need to take his temperature? That's right, he needs to take his temperature. Let's practice. Can he pick up his prescription today or tomorrow?
He can pick up his prescription today.
Can he pick up his prescription today or tomorrow? That's right, he can pick up his prescription today. So remember, when talking about symptoms, we use a for one. Example, a headache, a runny nose. And remember the two special words, a cold and the flu. And remember, if you have a fever, you take your temperature. And if you need a prescription, you go to the pharmacy to pick it up.
Kevin, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to talk about different bodies of water and how the names of them are different and confusing.
Kevin, let's talk about rivers.
All right, rivers are easy. We need the article the. For example, the Mississippi River is the longest river in the United States. We use the article the Mississippi River. But you don't have to say river, you can just say the Mississippi. And the same is true for oceans. We need the article the Pacific Ocean. You don't have to say ocean, you can say the Pacific. For example, the Pacific Ocean or the Atlantic Ocean. Remember, pronunciation of the, we say the Atlantic Ocean before a vowel. So you can say the Atlantic Ocean or just the Atlantic. So rivers and oceans are easy.
What about lakes?
Lakes are different, and lakes are crazy. There's no article the. You can say Lake Tahoe or New Melones Lake. Sometimes lake is before the name, and sometimes lake is after the name. It just depends on the lake. Every lake is different. You have to know the lake to know the correct order.
What about Lake Tahoe?
Good example, Lake Tahoe. Lake is first before the name. And remember, no article the. We cannot say the Lake Tahoe. It's just Lake Tahoe. Another example, New Melones Lake. With this lake, lake is after the name. New Melones Lake. You can't say Lake New Melones. You have to use the correct order. So you have to know the lake. And remember, no article the. I cannot say the New Melones Lake. It's just New Melones Lake. These lakes are in California. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.